destruction of an ancient civilization by the United States of Trump and Israel America looms, America Firsters and Israel Onlys have to simultaneously destroy Lebanon and Palestine. And nobody will help them do it. The world economy is in free fall, and governments everywhere are firmly, steadfastly maintaining their determined, if not principled, silence. Emperor Trump is in a hurry to finish the job, so he can continue it at home. By the way, Trump had bombed an Iranian synagogue, just to be sure Tucker Carlson and Nick Fuentes don't feel left out. By the other way, Mr. T wants the Strait of Trump. Also, Pacific and Atlantic should be Trump Oceans 1 and 2.
What a phenomenal job I've done.
In Ice Thug news, it's official. Attempting to flee is now the same as attempting to run over an ice goon. You were warned. 8 million woke-sick Americans marched in a meaningless Trump derangement therapy session that took place in 3,200 locales. Nobody cares about the session except the 8 million sickos, and to be charitable, maybe they each have one friend too sick to parade, so 16 million. Only about 1 in every 25 Americans. Also, it was a paid parade by Soros, after which they all sat down to a sumptuous, subsidized meal of cats. These people are endangering democracy by participating in it. In a smaller protest, Ryan Schwank has quit his lawyering job at ICE. He was told by the boss not to write down what was taught to the recruits, as it was unconstitutional. Their words.
Stand up as a Marine and stand up for America. No one wants to fight for Israel.
The race is on between, on one side, AI and social media platforms that are trying to safeguard their right to cause teen suicide, and on the other side, legislators who would like to see the body count lowered. The Senate ought to have a sign on it that says owned by big tech, says far leftist Senator Josh Hawley. But progress can be seen. Older big businesses like railroads and coal mines used to shoot their striking workers. Their descendants in tech just get kids to take care of it themselves. A white man is standing in the doorway blocking blacks and women from entering the ranks of U.S. generals. The man claims to be the Secretary of Warmongering and is rumored to be descended from George Wallace. Lest we be too quick to wokishly judge, the Secretary of Warrioring wants only qualified white male Christians to be in charge of death and destruction. While he has only fired 24 generals so far, his chief of staff has explained that dear leader would not like to stand next to a black female officer at military events. One can therefore see the value of DEI. It could sideline those vile anti-woke sleeper cell morons whose main claim to fame is being white male Christian fox faces. By the way, 43% of active military personnel are people of color, but those colors don't run the military. They just say, yes, boss. The most ferocious internal enemies of the U.S., pronouns, and Harriet Tubman statues, have disappeared from public premises in response to the anti-woke crusade by the administration. By the way, when Trump takes a nap in a meeting, is he just being anti-woke? According to newly re-edited signs at national parks, the United States government and its people have never done anything bad to anyone. No one has ever been gay, Native Americans are Marxist terrorists, and rising sea levels don't speak English. Going forward, Americans will be more proud of their edited heritage and, a bonus effect, more ignorant and racist. Some seditious park visitors are uploading photos of the pre-edited signs as an archive of the Hate America days. These visitors will be offered a free stay at CCOT. Park officials have flagged the bookstore at the Martin Luther King Memorial in Washington as dealing mainly with slavery and freedom riders, neglecting happy sharecroppers. Another exhibit mentioned George Washington's slaves being whipped, but didn't mention they were provided jobs and housing. Toddler terrorists Justin Fox and Nate Kavanaugh of the criminal syndicate Doge have had their depositions restored to the internet by order of one of those, treasonous judges. Now we may continue to enjoy reading about Mr. Fox's defunding of a documentary about Jewish women in the Holocaust on the grounds that it amplified marginalized voices and was therefore DEI. You see, DE ideologues have been harassing defenseless government wreckers who were merely canceling fake minorities for their illegal wokeness. Woke, a fascist term meaning terrorist. Terrorist, a government term meaning challenging straight white male Christian rule.
Money is speech, oh yes, lots of it. A vote is fine, but money is above it. Buying elections, you gotta love it. Money works every time, and it's no crime. Not now.
Thanks again to the Supremes for their invaluable tip that money is speech, and neither of these are free. The super rich, if you'll pardon my pigeonholing, hate-mongering class warfare speech, are doing what they do best, which is not democracy. On one side, billionaires are buying elections. The damaged brands among them, including APAC, crypto, and AI, are hiding their buying by laundering it through shell packs. And, of course, competitive electioneering wouldn't be complete without good old American gerrymandering. On the other side is the American people's disgust with crypto-fascism. Not to mention AI fascism and APAC fascism. $49.2 billion. That's last year's bonuses on Wall Street, an average of $247,000 per hard worker. The Times calls it a mighty sum. Mighty. Times speak for obscene.